Hi writing class, welcome back to another lesson. I just wanted to tell you guys how proud I am of all of your hard work this week, so keep up the awesome job. And I hope you all have a great long weekend. So great work yesterday, adding in your missing commas. So remember, if a sentence begins with a part that tells when, where, or they begin with the words if, although, or unless, we need to have a comma. Great work also yesterday punctuating your sentences, adding in your missing quotation marks. So that's awesome. And nice job on part C yesterday, writing your story. So you guys did a great job including your key vocabulary words and making sure to look over your 4 checks. One thing I have noticed is that we're forgetting that each time a new person speaks, we need to start a new paragraph. So once again, don't forget, each time a new person speaks, we need to have a new paragraph and we need to indent. So keep up the awesome work. For today's class, we're going to be looking at lesson 39 and we're going to focus on parts A, B, and C. So let's begin. In part A, it tells us that 4 sentences in part A need commas because they begin with a part that tells when, where, if, although, or unless. Remember, if a sentence first names and then tells more, the sentence does not need a comma. However, if the sentence begins with a part that tells when, where, or it begins with the words if, although, or unless, the sentence will need a comma. So your job is to read through the sentences in part A, look for any of the keywords if, although, or unless. If they're at the beginning of a sentence, you'll need to add a comma. Or if your sentence begins with a part that tells when or where, you'll also have to add in a comma. So 4 of the 7 sentences will need a comma, so you can pause the video now and then work on part A. And I'll see you guys in part B. So welcome back to part B. I'll read what it says in our book. The writer wrote 4 combined sentences with the word but. In each combined sentence, the writer forgot the comma before the word but. So your job is to add in the missing commas. So don't forget, before the word but in the passage, you need to add in your commas. So you have to read the passage over, and each time you see the word but, make sure to add a comma before, not after, but before that word. So you can pause the video now, and then I'll see you guys in part C. So welcome back to part C. I'll read the instructions. Fix up the 4 unclear words in the passage. Read the passage carefully. Look at the pictures as you read. Find the 4 unclear words. Cross them out and then write the name of the person or the thing. And don't forget to check over your work. So in part C, you're going to have this image. We're going to use this image to help us find any of the unclear words. Remember, if we have the words he or it or she, but we don't name the person or the thing in the sentence before, that word is unclear. So let's read over the first paragraph together, and then I want you guys to work on the last or the remaining of the passage on your own. So it begins with James and Mike looked at the robot they had just built. We don't have any unclear words, so we can continue with the next sentence. The robot was standing in the corner of the room holding a fishbowl over its head. Right? We don't have any unclear words. We have the word its head, but we just introduced the robot earlier. So its is referring to the robot's head. So we don't have any unclear words. The next sentence says, it ran away from the robot while the boys stood behind a big cardboard box. Right? We don't know what it is referring to, so it is an unclear word. If we look at the picture, we can see that it is referring to Mike's dog. So Mike's dog ran away. So what we want to do is cross out it and replace it with Mike's dog. Then I want you guys to read the rest of the passage. There will be 3 more unclear words. So please read through the story carefully and then use the picture to help you. Once again, great work, and I hope you all have a great long weekend. I'll see you guys back on Tuesday.